Hello guys, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay guys, back-to-back videos I'm starting to put out lately, and keep you guys amused and keep me working. Before we start out in this video right here, my wonderful wife, she's home. I picked her up about 3 hours ago from the hospital, and her CPOD, she had bronchitis. That bronchitis kind of suggested that CPOD, and so that's the bad stuff, fellas. You got to take care of your windbags, you know, like. And my wife, funny thing about it, my wife never smoked, and I guess before I was married to her, you know, and all of her kids, I guess they were heavy smokers, and I guess they say you really get secondhand smoke and really do you worse more than regulars doing it yourself. But I'm willing and beginning to believe this is true. So she's all well and fine. I told her for each one of you guys your prayers and all you wonderful fellas out there, you know. My wife said, this is a great bunch of guys, Frank. I said, yes, they are, Ruth. You know, the funny thing about it is just I've never met these gentlemen in person before, but they know me, I know them. And they're very wonderful people, and they don't take off the shirt up the back because they help you, no matter how many miles of distance you are from them. But they're great people, Ruth. They're my people, and they're your people too, and they're wonderful. And you guys are all wonderful. Thank you, fellas, for your wonderful prayers and everything. Okay, back to business. Okay, the topic of this video is build number 2 of the AIRFIX 1/72 scale Whitley bomber, dubbed as the Flying Barn Door. This kit's come out miles better than my first one, and this kit right here is, I got pretty much all together except the undercarriage and the transparencies and the props. There's no filler on this kit, not one smidgen of filler. Wait a second, let me retract that statement. On the net sales, I'll show it to you as we're playing on the video. It was just a toothpick full, just because the gaps are pretty. They weren't heavy gaps, so they were just. You sand for the plastic if we get it flush with everything else. So this AIRFIX plastic nowadays is very, very soft, opposed to its old plastic it used to use years ago, which was very brittle and heavy. And so the old Flying Barn Door's gone quite well, and we'll swing around and take a look at her, and I'll get back to me, and we'll discuss what I'll be doing more in the video here. Okay, guys, there she is on her lonesome on top of my building mat right here. No darn filler at all. I mean, none whatsoever. She's just ready for priming and painting. But before I do that, I got to do a lot of masking. These little small rectangular windows inside here, also on top, they all got to be masked off. I got some tape right here. Use a straight edge ruler. I'm going to make exactly 1/16 strips of tape. I'll lay it right across here and cut out those maskings individual. You got these maskings all over the place here. Same thing right here where the flight engineers out of the radio operator's window or navigator. And the cockpit's all been done as per instructions. They call for number 78 interior green, but I find it's too dark, so I went and got that Tamiya interior green. It's spot on. I had a little bit of a wash in there, fellas. It kind of brings out the details. And here's where I put the filler at right there. That's it. Nowhere else. Just here. Because where you can see where it's joined at, these gaps were about almost about 30 seconds of an inch of going through there, and no matter how much I press and trim, fit the parts, it more or less kind of still stayed there. So what the heck, a little bit of filler right here. Take a toothpick, put a little filler there, wet and dried sand it right there, make sure I had no sand up, no detail, and everything else, as you can see, has been put together, and it's no sanding at all in this thing. I mean, no filler. A very beautiful kit, superb all the way. Ready to get this thing masked down and do a little priming here and there. We'll swing her on the back side. And you can see that no filler added here. This is all flush. You may see a line there, it's flush. Your fingers say, I can't feel nothing. I close my eyeballs and scratch around, I can't feel no lips, no nothing. This thing needs no filler. Now, here's a thing here of observation right here I noticed. We'll get a little closer so you see what Frankie Dave's talking about. This right here. You got some lines on here like a doors that open up. I figured out what it was. I figured that's not no Bombay. That's gotta be some kind of a retrofit thing or something. Maybe it could be an escape exit. I mean, in case of the aircraft is something happens to it, it can go out that way. Or it could have like on the Handley Page Hayford bomber. It had a gondola that came out of the fuselage and hung down and retracted back and the doors came over. Or this thing was used as primarily during the war, as the heat of the war went on. These were more or less used as the glider tugs and paratroopers. So I'm thinking this could be a door that's open where the paratroopers could just drop out. Anyway, there's a door right here. There's a circle right here where that turret could have been there. I imagine that Whitworth Aircraft Company in England, when they designed this airplane, it had options. Either options for a gondola or maybe a turret. But it probably never was realized, and that door was probably operational either for a gondola with a gunner or observation person can come out and take a look at what's going on. Mostly just a gun that retracts down where they can shoot and go right back up. And so I really don't know. But anyway, those are doors right there. You got two doors. They probably open up. And I think what it is more or less leaflets, or it could be an exit panel where people can jump out in case the airplane gets shot down or something happens. I don't know. Maybe great fellows across the pond out there could probably help Frankie Day out on that. But anyway, guys, make a long story short, this thing is really this thing is no fill at all. So you see I'm standing right here. And I felt a little lip right there. You just gotta keep standing real good until it's gone. And it's gone. It leaves a panel line across here. That's what I like about it. That's like a panel line right there. And the same thing on the side of the fuselage. This is a three-piece fuselage, right? You guys can't see that right here. I'm sorry, fellas. I got too carried away looking at the model, looking at the monitor. Anyway, make a long story short, guys. Like right here where it fits across the wing, that's all paneling right there. I could be like a panel line right here. I'll show you as I get closer in here. Generally, there's filler added right there, but there isn't. That thing's flush. I just cut the sanding a while ago with a sanding stick. Take a little more out of there right there in the corner. It disappears. It's very soft plastic. And what I don't want to do is just keep doing this until it's pretty, yeah, that's free. That thing is, it's flush. Turn it into a panel line right there. On the other kit I did, the first one I did, I put filler there, filler right here. There's no filler at all. Smooth. No lips. No gaps. No lips. All smooth things ready to be primed. Before I do that, all these maskings got to be masked. Like I said, I got to take a little strip of 1/16 strip of mask tape, one strip across here, one at the bottom. Same thing on the top here and the bottom, and just cut them out like that. And your maskings are great. Mask the cockpit here. Put it aside. Mask your turrets. Put them there. Give them very light priming because you don't want to distort none of these panel lines on here. And paint away. So the Whitley here is coming out a lot more better than the one I had. The first one I had. The first one I had, I wasn't very pleased with it because it was too dark. It was too dark. And that washed in it. So what I did, I more or less turned around and just kind of put too much wash on it, and what it did, it messed it up a little bit. Glue that in a little bit. It all popped out a little bit. The whole transparency. So like I say, guys, you got These things built very nice. It's a very beautiful kit. This kit's superb. This thing is detailed in and out. It's got a lot of detail to this kit. It's a very beautiful kit. Now for 20, I paid, well, I don't know what I paid, about 30 bucks this thing. $25, somewhere around there. It's a good kit. I'm waiting for AIRFIX to release that B25 Mitchell they got coming in. That's going to be a dandy of a kit. All retooled. I got the old tool Mitchell they built. It's not a bad kit, but there's a lot of inaccuracies in it. But this here is spot on. This is a beautiful little kit. They were flying barn door. The Whitley came out very early before the war did, and it was probably almost obsolete by the beginning of the war, but they more or less came out and found out that England didn't have very much like we did. They more or less turned around and used what they had, like we did. I mean, all the countries were preparing for war, and we were a nation that was definitely not prepared for war. And England used everything they had just to defend the Huns, to defeat the Huns. And I've always loved British aircraft. There's something about them. They have beautiful lines. The camouflage really does it. And this is a good kit. I highly recommend this, guys. I really do. This is a super, super superb kit, and you'll have no problems. No fit issues at all. As you can tell, I built this thing out no filler. The only fillers needed is around the nacelles. I leave while I kept sanding. I don't have to worry about that. But the nacelles are pretty well cleaned up real well. And they had to make good panel lines too. Especially on this fuselage. There's a three-piece fuselage. You got a top here and two sides. And you can't even tell where this thing was put together at. It looks like, yeah, you can't even tell what was put together. So that's very enjoyable. Next video on this is going to be probably during the painting sessions of it. I should have this thing done by another week or so. I'm getting pretty caught up in my models now, and I got the blending of the 100 year anniversary RAF group build shaking down now. And on May they got the Coral Sea Lexington group build got going on. So that starts probably in May, I think it is. It's confirmed. So there's a little time for that. They got the Vietnam group build going on. I haven't heard nothing on that yet. I heard it's underway, but I don't know who's hosting it, and so I'll probably be introducing my entry for that group build. But anyway, this is the conclusion of video 1. Actually, I got video 1 for the second time around build of the AIRFIX Whitley bomber. And I believe she's going to turn out real nice. I'll do a good job on this. And put her in a box. Okay, we'll swing the camera back to yours truly. Here I is, big face and a small monitor. Okay. That about does it. Right now, I'll put this away. And I'm going to start working on that P2V Neptune. I got about a bunch of paper models I built. I got to take them down and do some cleaning on them. They're very dusty and dirty in here. And I got to take them down, clean them up, and prepare them for the show, which is next month on the 7th. And it's going to be a wonderful show. And it's going to be live here for you guys. I'm going to take my camera, take a picture of the whole entire show. And just have a blast, kids. I'm going to bring some plenty of money with me. Probably got some vendors there. I'll probably get some more kits there to add to my stash. You guys want to go save some money on some kits, go to some of these model shows with the vendors out there. You'd be surprised. You can get some stuff very more than reasonable. Okay. So I'm going to hop back on the Neptune and get some leeway out of that. Put her down and look around and see if there's anything else I can bring up here on YouTube I can finish up for you guys. And so I just figured I'm happy my wife is home now. I got to go to the store, get her medication, and get me a couple of cigars. I'm out of cigars. I've smoked this crazy here pipe for a while, and I'm more a cigar man more than a pipe man. I smoked a lot of pipes out of the Navy. I used to walk out with a corncob pipe, put it in my pocket, and smoke aboard the ship, walk around the deck. Haze gray, red leading, and doing all the ship's work on there. And I always went down to the Gelug stand and bought me in the ship store, got me some god darn tobacco, and carried a big old pack of George Washington tobacco in my pocket, my pipe, smoked it while I was on deck. And that was back in my Navy days. I used to smoke a pipe all the time, so I got a Navy. I was trying 4 Canadian cigars. Okay, that's it for Frankie Day for the day, guys. This is video 1 for the second time around. And again, make Mama happy. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Take care of your children. Steer them right. When you're in the car, watch the road. Stay focused. Watch everybody. Watch your surroundings. And you'll live for 100 years. And it's Frankie Day signing off. God bless you guys. Thank you very much. And stay tuned for whatever's shaking. I'll surprise you. Okay, great guys. Frankie Day's out of here right now. And again, thank you very much for your wonderful prayers, guys. I'll tell you, prayer works. If anybody says prayer don't work, avoid them. They're idiots. So you guys take care, fellas. God bless you guys. And Matt, thank you very much, buddy. You're a great guy across on the land under. You're a great fella, buddy. Mr. Matthew Hill. Okay, I'm out of here right now, fellas, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye, boys. Take care, gentlemen.